highly requested video, and it is all about how to trade on little black bag. So if you've already traded before, or maybe you are a little bit new to the site and you're kind of afraid to go on and go ahead and purchase something just because you don't know what you're getting yourself into, this is supposed to help like calm your nerves or get you better items next time. Obviously there are girls that are better at me than trading, so this is just what I personally do to get the stuff that I get. Normally I average out around 2 to 3 handbags a bag, depending on like what's on the site that month. But lately I've been getting a ton of handbags, which my new goal is to not get that many, but that's besides the point. I'm just going to take you exactly what goes through my mindset when trading and how I go about it. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Okay, the first tip I have is very obvious. Start out with your favorite item. I really suggest you start out with an item that is a very high value, because then your bags normally will be more valued. So if you start out with an item, like say your favorite item's a $20 pair of earrings, which one time that was my favorite item, but when you start out with something so low like that, little black bag normally puts into your bag like lower value items also along with that. So what I like to do is start out with like the most expensive, like best handbag on the site. Like I know maybe if the most expensive one isn't that cute, don't go with that one. Go with like the cutest, most expensive handbag would be my suggestion. Something that you would love, because when you go with more expensive items, normally your bag tends to be more value in the long run, because once you get the item, the items put into your bag, they normally range from like $130 to $150, whereas sometimes if you go with a smaller valued item, your bag might only come to like $101 or something. But my next point to that is when you click on the thing that says add item to your bag or whatever, you can actually see what you're getting. You can't actually see it, but you can read like the brands that you're getting along with it and what the value is. So you can keep like taking stuff in and out of your bag until you think that you have it to where you're going to be able to trade the stuff you're getting, or it's like a high enough value for you to think, okay, it's worth spending my $45 on this. Yeah, so what I like to do is once I put my item in the bag, I go see what the other 2 to 3 items are, and by the brand and the price point that's on there, you can normally pinpoint a couple items that it probably is going to be. If they put nail polish, you know it's NCLA, or there's a couple different brands of nail polish, and they're usually around the $16 to $15 range. So normally I like to go back and forth within like a couple hours. Normally the item, even the one item you picked, if you keep going back and forth putting that in and out of your bag, the stuff will change with it within like a few hours or so. So don't freak out if your love item has some sucky items that are going in with it, because just wait, like probably within the day it will change a couple times, but if you even wait like one day, it will definitely change. It does not stay the same, at least with my personal use of it. It always changes. I'm pretty sure it's the same for everyone else, but yeah. So get it to where you think it will be good once you check out, and then once you check out is when the fun begins. So if you do really love an item that is like a lower value, I really suggest that you go ahead and go in with like the most expensive, prettiest purse that they have, and then once you get that, you can trade it down. Normally, big items, you can get 3 to 4 offered trades, and that's when you can go ahead and get the item that you loved that was less expensive, because I don't know, my mindset is I want the most stuff and the best stuff, and I feel like when you want something that is that inexpensive, you should go ahead and get a really expensive item to get a lot of less expensive items. And if you have to do 2 for trade on that one like awesome item, say someone really loves it, then you still have a couple more items that you got from that bag anyways. And then once you check out and you get the items put into your bag, you get 2 to 3, or I've even seen people get only 2 items in the bag. So I guess like you get 1 to 3 extra items. Don't trade quite yet. This is where I go ahead and go into the news feed, which is a little thing up top on the page. You'll see it. It says news, and it's like in the little bar section. And I go there and I go through at least like 7 pages to see what items people are loving, what items people are hating and not trading. Like if I see an item that is getting traded down like $20, I know like that's a red flag. Don't try to get that item. And then if something's trading up a lot, I know that's a really hot item. So I like to see what people like so I can then strategically trade and like give offers and accept trades. So definitely study up like you're in school. Okay, and then my next tip is, say you have $14 earrings and they're cute, but then you get a trade offer that's like a $25 to $30 bangle by Ben and Num, and I think you guys know what I'm talking about. Just because something is more expensive does not mean you should accept that trade. Even if it is around $15 more, the Ben and Num bangles are one of the biggest flags in my mind, and I'm sure they are with a lot of you. I'm sorry if any of you really like them, but they are just not tradable, and I don't think they're very cute. And a lot of people don't think so either. So those items, like if you're getting trade offers for really like high up things, like make sure that those are tradable. Like I said before, go to the news section. You can tell if there are a lot of people trying to get that item. Or even Little Black Bag has a little thing that says hot items, and they put them on there, and that's kind of their way of showing you like which ones people are really loving, which also helps. So you do less time spending on the news feed looking for them. But so yeah, don't, unless you're like really small item, you don't like it at all, like, and it's like around the same level as a Ben and Num bangle or whatever else item that really isn't going well, you can trade it if you like it. Obviously, I'm not telling you like if you like that bangle not to get it, because you can, but just because something's more expensive does not mean you need to accept it, is I guess my main point. And then the contrary, if you do get the Ben and Num bangle in your bag and you don't like it, you need to trade down. Like, you're not gonna be able to trade up with that thing. I've had it in my bag like maybe twice already, and it's a pain, it really is. You trade down. I can usually get, if I have that bangle in my bag, usually get around like a $16 to $18 piece of jewelry. It might not be like the best piece in that range, but it's definitely something cute that I'll be able to trade up in the long run. So get an item that is lower. Like, you're gonna have to go lower with that one. If you can go higher, obviously do it. It's rare for that to happen, but in the off chance someone really wants that bangle, they might offer you something that is better, at least in your mind and in there. So yeah, do that. Go lower with the untradeable items, and then you can trade up. Make sure obviously the item you're going lower with is something that people would like. And then my next piece of advice is accept multiple offer trades. That seems really obvious. Clearly 2 items are better than 1 in most cases, but make sure the items that are being offered are like reasonable. If you have like a $60 Betsy Johnson pair of sunglasses and someone offers you 2 items that are $30, obviously don't accept that. Make sure it's in like a reasonable like window of money. I usually say for the multiple offer trades, in my mind, if they're like $10 below, or obviously anything above my value, as long as the items are good. And this goes back to tradable items. If you're getting multiple offers or multiple offer trades, make sure they're for things that are tradable. I won't accept things that have like the Ben and Num bangles in it, because I know that's not tradable, and really that value goes way down if that's in it, because I know it's around a $15 decrease in the price they're offering you if they have one of those things in it. And that really sucks. It really, really, really is awful for people that have the Ben and Num bangles, because they're just awful items. And I know that there are people that like them, but on Little Black Bag, they are not good. So stay away from them. I don't accept them as trade offers unless it's like a 3 offer trade or 2 offer trade, and the other item is around the value of the item they're trying to trade for me. Then I'll accept it, and then I'll go through the process of having the Ben and Num bangle in my bag again. But that's okay, because if the other item or the items in it are good items and they're very tradable, that's when I accept them. So just kind of like think it through, go back to the hot items, make sure there's something that people want to put in their bag. Make sure they're cute. Multiple offer trades are the best. And then here comes the part when you want to offer people multiple item offers. I think that made sense. Say you have a lot of jewelry pieces or like sunglasses. Sunglasses are very tradable, just to let you know. Say you have those in your bag and you want a Steve Madden purse or something. This is where you have to go a little bit above what you would want to, because with these, I think 3 items is the charm, 3 or more items. If they're smaller, people like to get a lot of multiple offers for their big item. So I usually offer 3 to 4 items that are smaller, or if you have like a nice item, like say you have like a $50 clutch or like $60 sunglasses, then you can get away sometimes with just 2 items, or even just 1, which I will get to later. People like more things for their big item, even if they're smaller. The more the better in their mind. So I would go around $5 under the item that I want to $20 above the item I want. Some people I've seen go $100 over the item, but I personally think within the 7 days I can usually get, or even within 1 full day, if you have like $20 above the item value that you want, people are gonna probably accept it as long as like the items you're giving are reasonable, which goes back to my other rant stuff. And to get better items, I usually go $5 to $10 up a trade. So I've been able to actually take a $20 pair of earrings and trade that up into like a $90 purse. It's all about patience and putting in tons of trade offers. $5 to $10 is usually the best like goal set if you have an extremely amazing item. Like at one time the BCBG bracelets, and I think they're still on the site, but they were getting traded up even $20. So if you have a really good item, you can go ahead and trade up a lot more than a normal item. But if you have like a nail polish and you're trading up for like a $38 pair of sunglasses, don't put that trade in. That's not going to happen. It actually makes people really mad. Make sure that it's reasonable. Reasonable means looking at the newsfeed and see what people are trading for. But I never go above, like if I have nail polishes, I never go above $10 in a trade offer, just because I'm almost positive no one's gonna get that. I guess if you really want to, go ahead and put the offers in for something more expensive, but know when you're becoming too unreasonable, I guess, is what I'm trying to say, because that's not fun. I don't like receiving, actually this happens a lot, I hate getting $16 nail polish offers for my $88 BCBG bags. I hate that. Who would take that offer? Know your limits when you're putting offers in. $5 to $10 is my mindset goal, so do that. And my next piece of advice is, if you have a smartphone, set your phone to get the emails from Little Black Bag. I think the setting automatically does that for you, but if not, if you go to your like profile setting area, you can actually choose to how you get your emails, like what you're going to be getting. So I make it during my week to have all trade offers go to my email, which then automatically goes to my phone because it's an iPhone. So and I know other smartphones obviously do that too. So that's one of my biggest tips, is to have that on there, because if I'm like not busy, if I'm out somewhere, I can easily just check my email, see if someone's offering me an amazing item, and then hurry and get on really fast and accept that trade offer. Also, going along with that, when you're at home, play around with your computer on the Little Black Bag site. My free time is devoted to Little Black Bag. Which goes along with my next tip, is make sure when you want to trade, when you want to get a bag, make sure that week that you don't have anything stressful going on. Don't do a week where you have a lot of tests, exams, like a big event to go to, or someone's birthday, because you really kind of need to devote the entire week to Little Black Bag. I'm not saying like obviously don't go to work and don't go to school, but make sure that it's a non-stressful week so that you are more inclined to be trading and not doing something else, or feel stressed that you have to do so much at one time. because it really is a lot of work. When you get really good items, like for me, it takes a ton of effort in my part to get some of the stuff that I get, because that's a lot of just sitting around and waiting and really just wasting the entire week away. I feel drained after, and it's not to like scare you, but when you when you devote yourself completely or a lot to the site is when you usually get the most stuff. There's a girl that I follow, I'm sorry, there's like some hair in my eye. There's a girl on my friends list that I follow that she is amazing. She had 27 items in her bag from last week. I counted them. I like to keep up with like what she does. But she does it completely fairly, but she gets trade offers and accepts them literally every 5 minutes. Like, she is on there non-stop, and she's amazing. I'm not that completely, not like insane, but focused on Little Black Bag 24/7. But I do it enough to get good items. So just make sure you just have free time is what I'm trying to say. And then the next thing is the best trades come in during the night, which sucks because I like to sleep, but I usually can't sleep. I actually have insomnia, so it's actually really easy for me, which might help with my trades. The best offers come in between 10 p.m. to like 8 a.m. in the morning. All in between there is when I get the best offers made and I accept them. I think it's because that's the time people are stressing out. Maybe their bag's ending like in the morning and they're trying to get what they want and they're trading down a lot to get the items they want. So that is when I find I get the best deals. But it sucks because I obviously am trying to sleep, and then I don't like to refresh my phone every hour. So it's bad and good. You get good offers, but you don't sleep much. And then, like I always say, trade 7 days. Trade the full amount of time, unless on the off chance your bag is completely perfect. Go ahead and ship it, because if it's perfect, it's not going to get better because it's perfect for you. I trade the full 7 days though. Usually, even on the 7th day, I'm still trading to get the one item that I think will make my bag amazing. But really, 7 days helps. I know by the 4th day, you're kind of drained. You're like, it's not going to get better. It really will. Trust me, I always do the full 7 days. The only time I didn't do the full 7 days is my first time on the site, and your first time's always going to be a little tricky because, well, at least for me it was, because I'd seen one video on it, and it was by All That Glitters 21, which I'm sure you guys all know, and she didn't really like give any tips or anything, so I was kind of going in blind. And my first bag was the worst I've gotten. I mean, I liked the stuff I got, but it was the least amount of value and like the worst stuff, I guess. I got like a pair of earrings and a phone cover that was a monkey, and a Neil Anthony hobo bag, which I ended up selling on eBay because I ended up just hating it. So my first one was the worst, and it's okay if your first one maybe isn't the best, because as you go on you get better. And watching videos like this is going to make you better too, because you're going to know what to expect. So 7 days is my goal, and should be your goal too. And then my next advice would be to go ahead and get the word out about the site, because you can actually get items added to your bag for each friend that joins Little Black Bag and ships a bag. So I've actually gotten 3 referral thingies before. I've gotten 3 items in the past 5 or 6 bags I've had. 3 of those bags I got an item added to it. And what that means is you get an item around like the 25 or lower value range added to your bag randomly, and you just get an extra item to trade with. So that always helps too. So definitely get the word out. Post like Little Black Bag links. You get your own link for them to sign up with. You can actually email your Facebook friends through Little Black Bag's site. Just go to get free items, the little red taggy thing you click on, and you can do it through that, and that's gotten me. My sister joined, one of my best friends joined, and a few YouTube subscribers joined too. So it's always really great to get referral items. And then my last tip of advice is to go ahead and subscribe to Little Black Bag on YouTube and friend them on Facebook, because on here you sometimes can get promo codes to use on your next little black bag. All first member or first bag members can usually find a referral or promo code for like 10% off. But even for existing members, I've used a code that was called Glitter Pick before, and it added an extra item into my bag. So every once in a while on YouTube or Facebook, they will, like, I think it's only happened once or twice, but they'll go ahead and list a video that has a promo code in it, and obviously any kind of promo code I always use. So subscribe and follow them and see what's going on. And I think that is all of my tips and everything that I do within the week. The only other thing I would say is when you subscribe to them on Facebook or add them as a, or like, I don't know, friend or like them, every Sunday and Thursday night at 6 p.m. Central Time, I know it's 9 Eastern because that's what I am, they actually show previews for the upcoming days. New items they add, and I always like to look at that because if there's a really special item that's like amazing, you need to get on that morning and get it because a lot of times it will sell out. Steve Madden and BCBG sell out so fast. So if you're in the process of winning a bag, go ahead and on Sunday nights and Thursday nights just check up on it and see if there's anything that you might really want the next day. And that is all. I hope that this video wasn't too confusing. I'm obviously not an expert by any means. I'm just trying to help you guys and get your guys' bags to where you would want it. So if you have any questions, feel free to comment me. I always get girls that message me sometimes. Feel free to message me on YouTube too if maybe your question you don't want to put in the comment section. I'm not sure what scenario that would be, but go ahead and comment or message me. I always get back to you. So yeah, I hope this helped a tiny bit, and I hope it's not too long, although it probably is. And I will see you guys really soon in another video. Bye!